All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Timothy Chen. I am the CEO and founder of Referral Leaders International, which means I am the chief bottle washer and chief servant to all of our incredible members all over the country. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to spend about 22 minutes with us. We're going to give you a real high overview today of RLI. Let me tell you what we're going to do so you can kind of breathe, take a breath, and relax. We're going to talk about innovation, passion, and generosity. Well, now we can start. The redhead is in the room. Okay, so we can start now. Welcome to the call. We got a bunch of folks in Denver today. Thanks for joining us. And so we're going to talk about innovation, passion, and generosity. We hope that one of those three words will resonate with you. Now, occasionally on these calls, someone will message me afterward and said, "Hey, Tim, you never told us what networking was." Well, yeah, I'm guilty of assuming but let me tell you what our definition is, because my definition might be totally different than what you're used to. We are not a leads organization. Matter of fact, if you say the word leads around one of our great members, we'll hit you in the head with a blackjack, because we're not a leads organization. We're a referral organization, and there's a difference. See, to us, a lead is a name on a piece of paper. It's an unqualified lead. In our organization, we've attained some numbers that have never been done before in professional networking. Over 90% of the referrals we pass will actually meet with you, and over 80% close. Those numbers have never been done before in any type of organized networking company, and it's because of accountability and training. And the fact is that we are really passionate about each other. So let me begin by saying we've created more networking first in the last 5.5 years than all networking companies combined in the last 30. Most of the established networking companies are 25 years old, and quite frankly, not to be unkind, they're still doing things like they did 25 years ago, and we're really excited about that. We're glad that in the innovation space that we're out there by ourselves. So let's talk about some of the ways that we do things with innovation. Well, technology and social media are at our core. Now you see, here you are. Maybe you never met the CEO of your networking company before, but lo and behold, I'm in Kansas City, you're in Florida, you're in Denver, and guess what? I'm live, I'm here. So we've invested heavily in technology and in innovation. So how does that play out for you? Well, it plays out in a number of ways. First of all of our training is done online. So you don't have to drive an hour across Denver to go to orientation class. We do orientation here. And the reason we do it for multiple reasons, number one is quality. We want our best trainers training you. We don't want some volunteer training you. We love our volunteers, but we want to train you, and we want to make it easy. See, we want you to be able to get on your iPad, your iPhone, your Android, in your car, in a conference room, on a TV with Sean in Denver, and be able to get world-class training. No other networking company makes it so easy for you. See, everything we do, we go, will that make the lives of our members easier? Will it make our members more money? And thirdly, will our members have more fun? I mean, pretty simple business philosophy around here. And so not only do we not do orientation once a month, but we do it 3 times a month. Morning, afternoon, and guess what? At night. Really? You mean I don't have to take off a half a day of my job or what? No. You can get on early, late, midday, whatever. And so we use technology to do this. We use social media at the highest level. I know most of you don't know me other than what Sean or Franklin or someone else told you about me. I said Franklin, sorry. That's his son, Junior. Sorry about it. And, or Frederick. I did say it right. I'm sorry, Franklin. But I am a social media authority. We generate thousands of referrals every single year using social media. No other networking company has ever done that before. So let me give you a couple examples of how we do that. Well, first of all, we have a private closed Facebook page with every member in America who's on social media in that page. So if you have an internet-based business or a business like credit repair that will go across state lines, we had one of our members this month do 75 credit repair contracts from members all over the country. Why? Because we've tied every member together on our social media page, affectionately known as the Wild Wild West. It's kind of crazy in there. So one of the first things you do when you join RLI is we put you on our Facebook page and you go, hey, I'm so-and-so from Denver. But see, we didn't stop there. All of our realtors, for example, are in their own private Facebook page. Every realtor in RLI is on their own Facebook page. Why? Well, realtors like referral fees. So what our realtors will do before they go to the Keller Williams website or the RE/MAX website, they'll go to the Facebook RLI website and say, hey, do we have any realtors in Denver? We do? Great. And they're going to refer to you before anybody else. See, no networking company has ever done that before because we're experts at tier 2 and tier 3 referrals. See, in the normal chapter, you're in a group of 20, 30, whatever, and it's your group and no more. Even if you've been a part of a national organization, the chapters don't interact because there's no reason to. But because we are a family, we want to keep everything inside of RLI. So our theme is by RLI. And so that's how we operate. We use technology to exchange referrals through social media, through other mediums that we use, and our members receive social media training every single month. Now, how did I get so smart? Well, I'm not even going to claim that I'm smart, other than to say that the top coaches in America who do social media coaching are my coaches. For their private clients, they charge $3,000 an hour. For some of the other clients, it's group, but we are trained. I study social media a minimum of 1 hour a day. And so now I'm teaching about it all over America because I have one real estate. I don't know if we have a realtor there in Denver in the room with us. Oh, great. The redhead. Watch out for redheaded realtors. They are trouble. That's all I'm going to say. And this is, you'll enjoy this. We don't normally say this on one of our calls. Just so you know, I trained over 30,000 realtors. I'm one of the top private realtor coaches in America. Next week, I'll be in Phoenix training 400 realtors next month. But just my social media posts for my realtor clients and realtor members at RLI have generated over 1,000 referrals this year. Social media posts. Matter of fact, next week, to learn 400 realtors to hear me next week, they're being given the top 3 social media posts of all time that generated thousands of referrals last year. They're being given it on a laminated card if they come hear me speak next week. You know what? Just for being here today, I'll send them to you. If you'll have Sean ask me for those, I'll send them to you. We want to practice generosity. We're innovative in the benefits that we offer our members. We give you over $10,000 of business coaching a year, and we bring in business coaches from all over the world, Italy, Australia, Canada, here in the United States, and we bring them to you twice a month in this format. Again, you don't have to go anywhere. You just got to dial in. And if you'll give us your time, we're going to give you $10,000 of coaching. Well, let me talk about passionate, because our members are truly passionate about one another. They're passionate because I'm passionate. They wake up, unlike other networking groups, when you walk into the room, the buzz and the excitement are so real that you can't even describe it. Visitors write me every month, Tim, I've never been in anything like it before. Because our members know and they're taught that we're not just there for referrals, we're there for deep relationship building. You know, we're a relationship challenged country. That's why 60% of all Americans have been divorced, because we're relationship challenged. And we have made relationship development at the core of what we do. We constantly practice generosity. Now, just so you all know, we have multiple models of networking because we think modern days require modern things. We don't want to say, if you don't fit this one mold, you're out. So for instance, 5 months ago, we started our mastermind model. We've opened one mastermind a week in a different city, one mastermind per month in a different city. We have almost 400 people attending once a month masterminds every month after just 5 months. It's incredible. Guess who's coming to those masterminds? People that are so wealthy and so successful, they would never come to your weekly one because they can't afford to. So we have the mastermind model. We have 2 masterminds here in Kansas City. Tomorrow we'll have over 100 people at one of our masterminds. Then we're funneling them to your chapter. We help our chapters grow by our Facebook advertising. We advertise in the markets that we're in, and everyone that responds, we point right back to you. So your corporate ownership team is trying to build your chapters. We're bringing you together with innovation. We're passionate about what we do. But the word I'd love to focus on the most today is I'd love to talk about generosity. You know, we're in a political season right now. There's not a lot of generosity in debates or anywhere else. You know, but that happened really before an election year. We live in a world of a lot of untrusting people, people that believe that you have to kill your competition to win. I believe that if you want to be the most successful realtor in your city, if you want to be the most successful financial planner in your city or whatever you are, if you want to be number one, the true way to be number one is to be the most generous blank in your city. The most generous realtor, most generous lender, insurance agent, whatever you are. So we have practiced generosity from day one. So let's talk about some generosity things that we do that have never been done in networking before, and you let me know if it resonates with you. We are the only major national networking company that gives away a free nonprofit seat in every single chapter. My former networking company, the largest one in the world, that I was growing a top 10 fastest growing franchise in the world, when I asked, could we give away a free nonprofit seat, the word was absolutely, no, you may not. You have to charge them. Well, that rubbed me wrong. I didn't like the answer. And it was one of the determining factors in me leaving. And so every time we start a new chapter, the reason we love starting 4 or 5, as many chapters as we can a month, because we get to bless 4 or 5 nonprofits every time we start a new chapter. My wife and I had the rare privilege of attending a big gala at Arrowhead Stadium where the Chiefs play, not the world champion Broncos, but where the Chiefs play. And we were there for a gala about 5 weeks ago. Dignitaries from all over the city were there. Chiefs players, professional athletes, city leaders, attorney generals, they were all there. And my wife and I, it was one of our nonprofits, and we were just sitting at the back of the room. We were guests there. And unbeknownst to us, she asked my wife and I to stand. And in front of that huge crowd of hundreds and hundreds of dignitaries said, our biggest giver and supporter this year was Referral Leaders International. She told the whole audience, I hold a seat in one of our local chapters. And this year, they gave us over $30,000 through our chapter. Wow, we were honored and humbled that we were recognized for that. Certainly that's not why we do it, but we give a free nonprofit seat. I don't do a match tomorrow. The City Union Mission tomorrow will receive almost $1,000 in cash, canned goods, toilet paper, fitted sheets, all the things our mastermind people are bringing tomorrow. I will never speak without there being a nonprofit featured. I will not. I don't care if it's a paid event or not. I won't speak anywhere without helping a nonprofit. That's at the core of who we are. But we're also generous to our members. If you help us grow your chapter and you sponsor 4 new members at any chapter, doesn't have to be in Denver or Florida, it can be anywhere. You may have a friend in Des Moines and they join an RLI chapter there, Memphis, Tennessee, or Fort Walton Beach, Florida, or anywhere we're at. If you sponsor 4 people in a year, we're going to give you a lifetime membership free. You'll never pay RLI another dime again. You go, dang, I wish I knew that when I was building chapters for other companies that I still had to pay every year. Well, you just didn't know about RLI yet. And so we're going to give you a lifetime membership. Now, you have to remain, you can't be a slug after you do that. But you have to remain an active member in good standing to do that. Well, we said, what are some other ways that we could bless our members? And so we have a massive discount program that we provide for our members. We have over 20,000 discount partners. Now, let me talk about some of the real ones that some of you might, really enjoy and benefit from immediately. We have a one-of-a-kind discount with a little company you probably never heard of called Office Max, okay? And now Office Depot, because they're the same one. When you join RLI, we give you the secret card. Well, this is a CEO card, but you get one kind of like it. Same benefits. I don't get any extra benefits. And you're going to save between 8 and 80% on over 3,000 items at every Office Max and Office Depot. But let me tell you where the big savings are. The big savings are our print discount. We are a level 5 print customer. If you walk into an Office Max or Office Depot today and you get a single black and white copy made, it costs 13 cents, okay? If you give them your RLI card, it goes down to 3 cents. So just to give you an example, I picked up printing on Wednesday, or yesterday, my bill was $220. After I gave them my card, it was $55. I saved $150 on one print job. We had a realtor in Phoenix this year save $1,800 on one print job. And our realtors love our color copy price because it can't be matched anywhere else, and they love it. Sorry, my nose itches today. I think company's coming. Maybe your mic, I don't know. Anyway, we also have incredible discounts with Sprint on your cell phone and other. We even have a discount with Nordstrom's. But guys, don't tell your wives that because it could cost you a little bit of money even with the discount. But one of my favorite discounts is this one right here. It's our hotel discount. Our members each get one of these cards. And what the card does, it gives you a 20 to 40% savings off the lowest internet rate anywhere in the world. Forget the Trivago guy, the one the women all think are good looking. Forget him. He just says come here because all the sites are here. Go to that site, find the lowest rate, and then sign on to our special site. We have the biggest discounts at 10,000 hotels from no stars to 4 stars. Just to give you an example, I'll be in Phoenix next week. I stayed at the Drury Hotel by the airport because I'm in Phoenix 1 week a month. The normal printed hotel discount, hotel.com, and I'm a special member of Drury Discount Club. Their rate, $149 a night. I pay $79. I say $70 per night. The hotel discount on average saves me $300 every month when I travel. We've had members save $2,000 on vacation. I stayed at a Marriott in Florida last year when my father passed away. The nightly rate was $299 online. My rate was $99. I saved $200 per night at that hotel. So whether it's through our discount program or through 100% increase in referrals with an 80% closed ratio and a 90% net ratio, our world-class coaching, I haven't even talked about our online business university, or all of the other discounts and benefits we provide, we're leading with innovation, passion, and generosity. You see, you're going to see me. I'm going to be a part of your training. I am very blessed to be one of the highest compensated consultants in America. Our members just get the benefit of most of me for free because we're taking what I get paid $1,500 an hour to do by companies all across America and realtors all across America, and we pour that into our members. We want you to not just grow by a little bit, but we want you to grow by a lot. You see, we're filling these mastermind rooms all over the city so you can come and benefit from 100 people that would never walk into your meeting. We have 4 more models that we haven't even rolled out yet. Very soon we'll be rolling out a twice a month model. It's a B2B model. See, we don't believe that one size fits all. We believe that our weekly model is probably our best model, but we know that everybody can't do that. So rather than loosen our guidelines for those that can be there, we just would love to create another model for them. That's what we want to do. And so whether it's that or our mastermind model or anything else we do, we're continuing to create. One of the things that we're doing right now that all of our members will benefit from immediately is we believe that no matter how successful that your model is, our traditional RLI model, you could be making $500,000 as a chapter or $1 million in commission. You're going to get bored even with good stuff. So we introduced just last week to all of our leadership team multiple models of our 90-minute meeting. And so when you walk in on any given week, we hope in time that your leader could say, okay, team, we want Model A, which is our traditional agenda, Model 2, which is our joint venture and strategic alliance model where we do 5, 6, 7-figure deals. Do we want to do that one today? Do we want to have the community speaker model where we're so generous that we let 6 or 7 people come in and speak to us for 5 minutes each, only seats that are open? Or do we want our 4th model? And there again, you're going, wow, I'm having a hard time grasping all this. Good. That's the goal. See, we don't want to be your grandparents' model. We want to be a company that gives you an extra 100 referrals a year just from the social media training that we give you. Just 100 extra. You go, well, I've been in my networking group for 5 years and haven't gotten 100. I'm sorry. We don't want that to happen anymore. We'd love to be a part of your success story. And maybe just even with this little bit of an overview, you've been able to grasp how innovative and different we are. But I hope more than anything that you've been able to hear my heart. My heart that we built the company to change lives, and we built a company that served the members. See, I'm not mistaken that you're serving me. That's very clear. And we want our members, see, everyone walks into an RLI meeting with an imaginary sign around their neck that says, I want to be appreciated. And guess what? We want to make them feel appreciated. And we want to do that by going deep with their families. We want to know your spouses. We want to know your kids. We want to know what your dreams are. We want to know when you're trying to win a trip for your company, we want to put you over the top. I've got to tell you, we got a young gal, her name is Liz, and she walked into an RLI Visitors Day with 92 people at it a year ago. She was broke as a joke. She sold Jamberry nails. These kind of, I know what they are, but, and her husband's active military. He's a reservist. And she wanted to join RLI, but she had no money. I mean, none. And she was crying at the end of, and people cry when I speak. I'm used to that part, okay? But it was a different kind of crying. You could kind of sense it. Jennifer, my assistant, was there that day, and Jennifer was broke. And two other women were there that day, and they were all four broke. It was like the four broke girls. You know, the television show, Two Broke Girls. There were four in that meeting. And I was prompted that day to do something I had never done before. And I said, if you want to be a member of RLI in the worst way, and you're totally broke, but you think that we could be a part of your success, instead of writing down your credit card number, just write down, I need help. And what we're going to do, we're going to interview you. We're going to say if you bring any value to the chapter, and we're going to listen to your story. And then we'll decide how we're going to help you. Well, guess what? Liz is flying back from Maui, Hawaii this morning because that day, her and her husband had been married 10 years, military, had never even had a honeymoon, and they could never afford a honeymoon. I'm not sure they'd been outside their neighborhood or their subdivision in the last 3 years, you know, other than take 3 kids to a doctor. And she came to her RLI family, correct me if I'm wrong, Jennifer, sometime around October, maybe late September, and said, if I can sell 3,000 sets of Jamberry nails, I can win a trip to Hawaii. And I'd love to take my husband on our honeymoon 10 years after being married. 3,000 sets in 3 months. I thought to myself, no way. I mean, we're generous, but just no way. Well, guess what? We got behind her. We broadcast it nationwide. And for the last 4 days, her and her military husband has spent 4 days in Maui, Hawaii because of her RLI family caring enough about her. What about the other 3 women that day? Well, all 3 of them are now on my staff working for RLI. And they've kept their home-based businesses, and in some cases have tripled, and every case has doubled. But they came in that day, but because we were open to being prompted and open to a prompting, we said, you don't have to pay us anything today. We'll figure it out. It ended up being $100 and something a month for 6 months. We figured it out. But I just want to ask you, have you had the permission to do that in maybe networking companies you've come from before? Well, I know the answer. The answer is no. You've not had a chance to help us grow it, and me say thank you with giving you a lifetime membership. See, the cool thing is I don't need my income from RLI. So when you don't have to have income from it, you can just always do the right thing. And if we're here to help you grow your business, sometimes doing the right thing means costing us money. But guess what? Jennifer's the best staff member I've ever had. If I had not been prompted that day to help her, she wouldn't be here. And life wouldn't be good for me anyway. Life's miserable for her, by the way, but for me, it's very good. And so what we're going to do, we just want to give you a real overview and let you hopefully hear my heart today and where we're going and what we're trying to do. We're trying to break every mold of networking while having mega results, because we know there's more than one way to do this thing called networking. We just want to do it at the highest level. So what I'm going to do for recording, I'm going to have my wife stop the recording. For joining us online, hold on a second. If you joined us online to watch the recording, thank you for taking time out of your schedule. Please respond in the response box, and we will be back in touch with you right away. Thanks for joining us today.